guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys want to know how I save on groceries, keep watching.
Don't you know that you're beautiful, just the way you are, just the way you came.
So I have 10 tips for you guys on how I save on groceries. The first tip I have, and I'm going to keep looking down because I wrote them down, is to meal plan. And what I mean by meal plan is you write down what you're going to have for each day of the week. And this is how I write mine down, and I keep this inside of the kitchen so everyone can see it instead of asking me what's for dinner, what's for dinner. So I have the days of the weeks over here, and then I just write what we're going to have. My family still eats meat. I do not, so whatever they're having, I'll just veganize it for myself. So yeah, that's tip number one, is to meal plan. Tip number two is to budget. You want to have a set amount of money that you're going to be spending on groceries per week, per month, however often you do your shopping. So yeah, make sure you have a budget. Maybe yours is like $100 or $150 per week, for 2 weeks, however you usually do your grocery shopping. Number three is to make a list. So you want to write down everything you're going to need for the week. So maybe I have the spaghetti at home, but I don't have any sauce or garlic bread. So then I'll write that on my list on what I'll need and everything like that. That brings me to tip number two, is to shop your refrigerator and your pantry before you go out grocery shopping. You want to see what you have in your pantry and in your refrigerator or wherever you keep your food to make sure you're not buying what you already have at home. Tip number five is to shop the sale ad and stock up. So I have a couple of stores by me that have a lot of buy one get one frees, and I really love that. That's when I usually stock up. And tip number six is to use coupons. So with this, I'll start matching coupons with the sale ads, and that makes it cheaper, and I can really stock up like that too. Also, tip number seven is to shop at off-brand stores. And what I mean by that is you can shop at Lidl, Aldi, Save-A-Lot, or whatever off-brand store is near you. I prefer Lidl, and I really like that store because they have a lot of buy one get one free items, just like Publix, which is a store down here in the south. They have a lot of buy one get one free items. But yeah, just go ahead and shop the off-brand stores. You don't have to have everything name brand. Some things to me do not taste the same. Like if I buy something that's off-brand versus that's the name brand, I can tell the difference, and then that's when I'll just stick with the name brand if I don't like the off-brand. Number eight is to avoid frozen and prepared foods. Those things are, number one, not good for you at all, and number two, they tend to cost a whole lot more money than if you would just make it at home yourself. Like a frozen lasagna is like $15, and it isn't all that good for you. Like the ingredients aren't good for you. But yeah, you can just make your own lasagna maybe for $10 or something like that. Number nine is don't waste your leftovers. Pack your leftovers up for lunch for the next day if you work, or if you're at home, just eat them the next day. Do not waste leftovers. My family, like my husband sometimes takes it, if we have any leftovers, he'll take the leftovers to lunch with him, and I'll just keep my leftovers myself, my vegan leftovers, and I'll eat mine the next day. I'll eat off of mine for a couple of days or something like that. And tip number 10 is to shop without your kids. My kids tend to throw a lot of stuff into the buggy. Like sometimes I'll notice it, and sometimes I won't notice it until I'm unpacking all of the groceries when I get home, and that can make your budget go up. The amount you spend go up, and you're like, how did I go over? And that's how you went over. Kids just throwing stuff, random items into your buggy. So I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. But I'll talk to you all in my next video.